right, everybody. Hi, how's it going? It's been a while since I've been on here. Winter is a time of rest and restoration, and here we come on the heels of spring, and I feel like April's a big month for most people, honestly. There's a lot of change in a lot of people's lives that's occurring this month. So I do want to pull a reading and just see, kind of get a temperature of where we're at as far as coming together in divine union. I feel like a lot of us will be experiencing that really soon. So let's go ahead and pull some cards and see where we're at. All right, we're starting this off with the, let's get that right in frame there. The Page of Cups. And this card popped out when I was shuffling before I pushed record. So it's interesting that it's back out again. Okay. So this is new love. This is, I'm also getting like, it's a big surprise. It's kind of like, we have the little pig flying. So it's like when pigs fly. So it's an energy of, you thinking that it was never going to happen, like when hell freezes over, yeah, right, So I feel like a lot of you have kind of written this off, or just written off this connection, or felt like, this just is never going to happen, and you've moved on from it. But I am getting here that this connection is very much well alive, and it's beginning to become more grounded. I am seeing like this energy is coming down to earth. And like in this card, there's like, we have the guy sitting, and then we have the guy kind of going up, and then we have these little hands here, the ethereal hands in the spirit world. So it's like you can feel this connection, and the more that you feel it, the more that you let yourself dive into this connection and really feel it on a physical level, just from within. Like that is what births it into the physical. And so I am seeing that this is kind of the time for that now with this Page of Cups. Also, I am getting, as just another layer of energy, that some of you may have an apology coming to you from the masculine, of saying, hey, I'm sorry that it took me this long, or I'm sorry that I treated you this way. Take it however it resonates for your particular situation. But I am hearing that some of you can definitely be expecting an apology. A heartfelt apology. Tell me more about this Page of Cups and this energy that's around divine unions at this time. Prior to pushing record, all the cards were wanting to come out, and now that we're here, Spirit's being shy. And we're getting the Two of Cups. So yeah, this is a balanced connection. I feel like there's something else here. I mean, obviously, outside of the obvious of just, two people coming together, two energies coming together, masculine and feminine energy coming together. I feel like there's more to it than that. And it's being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. With the Nine of Pentacles. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Let's put this here. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Now, the Nine of Pentacles talks about, it's a very solo energy. It's about being single and really being comfortable in that energy, and really thriving in that energy. So it's interesting that the Nine of Pentacles is coming out to clarify the Two of Cups, because it's like, as you become more and more good on your own, sort of energy of just, you know, being happy with where you're at and kind of getting your life together and becoming, getting into a really good place, like financially, emotionally, spiritually. That's when this second energy can kind of really be anchored into your life. And, you know, it reminds me of those, you always hear, you know, it's like it came when it was least expected, like people who have found the love of their life or met the love of their life. It was like at a moment in time where they were really just focused on themselves and doing what was making them happy. And that's when they were meeting the love of their life. So I feel like that's applicable here with this Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Cups. So the more that you can find joy in your current circumstances and just really see the value of it and really appreciate it for what it is, the faster, the sooner you'll move through whatever lessons you were meant to learn by being on your own. You'll move through those very, very quickly. And then this Two of Cups energy can really just come in and solidify into your experience. I'm getting like a lot of cards wanting to come out at once. Here we go. And it's coming with the Nine of Swords. So this is kind of a, you know, don't worry about it. The less you can worry about it. It's like, oh, we have two very different energies here, you know, with these nines. One, we have a woman who's upset, stressed, worried, sleepless nights. And then another one where she's just thriving and loving her life. And so this is kind of saying like it actually feels like this Nine of Swords energy is kind of where you're coming from. Like you've spent some time in this energy of worrying about it, wondering if it's ever going to happen, you know, stressed about the connection, feeling stress around the connection. And that stress around the connection is what kind of keeps it at bay. Because there's that resistance to what is. And so Spirit is asking to remove that resistance to what is and really just appreciate what is and learn the lessons that the now moment is here to teach you. And then that's when that Two of Cups energy can really just, and actually I am feeling too that this energy of this union coming together is what is causing you to move through these energies of the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. It's because of this union. It's because it's coming in. It's because it's right here. It's like you're getting kind of thrown with all these lessons and causing you to go through this Nine of Swords energy. And then once you move through that, you're like, oh, everything's good. I'm good. And so on a spiritual level, those energies are affecting you in your physical and helping you move through that Nine of Swords energy. So if you've been feeling stressed about it or worried about anything, it doesn't even have to be around this connection. If you've been feeling worried about anything, just know that that's a sign that, especially if you've moved through it, that your union is right here. It's right. It's already here. It's already here. And you just have to feel into that. And that's what anchors it into your physical experience. All right, let's go ahead and get some more cards here for what we can expect to see for the month of April regarding coming together in a divine union. And we have the King of Swords coming out. I feel like that is the masculine energy at this time. This is somebody who's matured, somebody who's, oh look, as I was shuffling, the Emperor comes out. So the King of Swords is that aspect of the Emperor energy of thoughtfulness, of being very aware of the actions that they're taking, not taking any connection lightly. So I feel like this is that divine masculine energy of understanding the seriousness of this connection as far as what it actually means for them. They're coming into an understanding of who you are and what that means for their life and for you and for, I'm hearing, us. So they're starting to think in terms of us and we instead of just I. another card. Tell me more about this King of Swords energy. We have the Seven of Wands. So this is somebody who's, you know, they're beginning to want to fight for this connection. They're wanting to do what it needs to be done to make this connection come together. You know, we have, I'm even feeling that they may be, and this might just be for some of you, but they may be encountering people or situations in their life that seems to be working against them when it comes to this connection. But with this King of Swords with the Emperor, it's like, it doesn't even faze them. You know, they're not, you know, they're like, you see this woman on the card, she's just very zen about it. And it's because he's so clear about his direction. He's very sure about where he's headed in this connection with you. And so he's not feeling fazed by anything that seems to be getting in the way of that. Let's see if there's any other message that want to come out regarding this April energy. You know, we do have the second eclipse of the year on, I want to say the 8th. I'm not an astrologer by any means. I do kind of like keep my eyes on it, but April 8th, I believe, is the big solar eclipse. And, you know, we just came out of a lunar eclipse at the end of March. And that is a time of new beginnings, especially I feel like because it's April, this is that, you know, we're in the Aries energy in April of, you know, going out and getting things, very ambitious, very motivated. And, you know, it's the first sign of the zodiac, so it's like a new cycle. So it's like all this like energy is very supportive of new things coming in, of new energies. Let's see what came out here. We have the Five of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the Five of Wands. Let's see where I can put these so they actually be seen here. Okay, so the Five of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands came out together. I feel like there's a lot of tension, resistance around the heart chakra. And it's not even necessarily that there's resistance around it. It's more about like the resistance is being released, and it's feeling very chaotic for some of you. Like I'm imagining with this Five of Wands, like at one time it was very kind of tightly woven, so you didn't even realize how closed off it was. And now that the energies are kind of loosening it, it's kind of like when you have a really tight muscle and you go to get a massage, like you don't even realize how tight it is and how you've been living so with such like, you know, tense shoulders or whatever. And then you go to get like a really deep tissue massage and it loosens those muscles. And you, once they're loose, it almost hurts more than it did before for a few days, because you've now released that tension and you've kind of let it, you know, disperse out of you. And so now it feels more hurtful than it did before the massage. But you know that because you've got that massage, that you've done a really good thing and you've loosened those muscles. And it's kind of like, that's what I'm feeling with this energy around your heart chakra, is like it's been kind of closed off and you didn't even realize how tightly it's been together. And now that these energies are coming in and kind of massaging it in a sense, it's like releasing that and allowing the energy to flow. And so you may be feeling more sadness, more regret around past experiences, hopelessness, disappointment, like all those things might be coming up a little bit strongly right now. And just know that that's because these energies are beginning to disperse. And it's because of these outside influences of the planets and the eclipses and all of this other, you know, the sun and all of these other things that are occurring. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. So that just kind of reiterates what I'm telling you here of this healing energy that's coming in. And so don't be, you know, don't feel negatively about, like, if you're feeling those disappointment, don't try to make stories around it of like, oh, this must mean that I have more healing to do or anything. It's just like, just feel those and let them go. Kind of like, you know, a good cry, just cry it out and then let it go. There's nothing that you need to do. There's nothing else that needs to be done. Like, the healing is happening with or without you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be on board with it. It is just occurring. As long as you don't, you know, just make sure to not make any stories around it, to kind of like keep attaching yourself to the feelings of disappointment or regret or hopelessness. Don't attach to that. Just let them go. And it doesn't mean anything. It just means they're leaving your energy field. So I love that for all of us. And, you know, I just felt the need to do one more shuffle. The Lovers popped out, and I feel like that's kind of the climax of this reading. I had a feeling it would, because that is where we're at right now. Like, if you're watching my channel, 100%, this is where you are. If you found yourself, especially since I don't have a lot of viewers going on, so this reading is for you. I think you can very much say that this is almost like a personal reading for you. That love is here. It's a divine love. It's the reason none of your other relationships worked out. And all of that is going to be made very, very clear for you in the coming weeks. So that's my reading for you, and I'll see you next time.